Z here. I believe I have reached the end of one utopia, and so it's time to reflect and set intentions on another. Building your utopia in Detroit is a 3-step process, allowing one to pivot and garner momentum for your momentous project. The 3 steps are clarifying, participating, and propagating. Each step integral as you determine feedback for your utopia. Just like the Hurons, the Freedom Seekers, Berry Gordy, and numerous other, Detroit is a center where utopias or the future is last seen. My Utopia, defined in the early stages of summer of 2024, was conceived at Lincoln Art Park for Detroit Story Shaper to be a space for the allocation of our creative community's excess capital and assets. The phrase tech town but for the freaks is a locally specific designation. This utopia, to the best of my abilities and my community's demand, has been fulfilled by my many branches and tools. My utopia of a shared understanding of Detroit Story Shaper and its role within the community also seems to stand on its own. This utopia was achieved by systematically setting intentions every week for one of the 3 steps in the utopia process. Every week I would set intentions and harvest my previous week's intentions, a practice of reflecting back and forwards, structured as needed. It began the week I transitioned from teaching to full-time Detroit Story Shaper, the last week of October and the middle of a month-long Halloween costume celebration. That Monday, I was still teaching, but I set my week intention of participating and created a schedule of my participatory events, mimicking DJ's schedules I found on Instagram. I also crucially set a success criteria to determine a per feedback for myself. That success criteria was simply attendance. I set 5 events I was to attend, and then I attended them. To be honest, I wouldn't have gone to all potentially if I had not set that success criteria, and if I had not heard a good friend reinforce how important that aspect was to them. They repeated the phrase, success criteria, attendance. And for me, it was addictive feedback. So, for every Monday, for 16 weeks, I built my utopia going up and down the steps as needed. And now, I need a new utopia. Detroit Story Shaper is entering the workforce anew, carrying more solidly my own stories, as I'm finding that now my story is a part of Detroit's story, in a way that it wasn't when this utopia was first being built. So, today as I revisit this space and this time through the use of technology, I'm contemplating, yes, what next, what more?